I'm a huge Suns fan, and I have to ask you because you and this guy aren't necessarily tied together, but you guys do have some kind of coincidental
we got a
lineage.
It's a
you and Chris Paul
for sure.
Because obviously you leave the Clippers,
He
Chris
goes
Paul
in.
comes in.
Yeah, for sure.
You leave the Hornets,
Chris Paul comes in with a better team.
What's your relationship like with CP? And is there? I mean, listen. I have friends on the Suns, and I would say most of my friends are not too fond of Chris. Mm-hmm. What is your, like, does he get a bad rap amongst other NBA players, and how's your guys' relationship? Because you guys are kind of tied together with two franchises.
Yeah, man, and crazy enough, I got all the love and respect for Chris Paul. When Chris Paul was at Wake Forest, I called Chris Paul when I was in the league. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, bro, I fucks with you. I think his grandfather had died. I was like, man, shouting you out like you gonna, you know what I mean? Just like kind of like, we a brotherhood at the end of the day.
For sure.
And so like me and Chris have always been linked like that. Mm-hmm. And so when I left Charlotte, New Orleans, and he came in, I kind of figured like, all right, I'm gonna clean this shit up, and then I'm gonna let Chris Paul, then Chris Paul gonna come in and take it, to another level. But I just think as a player, like he's an incredible point guard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Amazing.
I think that
he's a legend.
Yeah,
he's the polarizing guy. It feels like with like his teammates.
Yeah, he's a big personality. Mm-hmm. I think when you look at him, you think, CEO, president. You know what I mean, corporate. You did
president of the NBA Players Association.
He was the president of NBA Players. So when you looking at that, at your leader out there on the floor, like he coming with a full corporate. You know what I mean, corporate. Like right. He running it. He running that team the way he want to run a team. You feel what I'm saying? Very
much a coach on the floor.
Bingo.
Yeah.
He'll be an excellent coach.
For sure.
He will be an excellent coach.
Yeah. He's like you said, like he's very much, he's running the team the way
he come in like his shit is corporate business.
You've played for a lot of coaches, and I do feel like that we'll see certain teams like make a coaching change, and it's like day and night, right? Mm-hmm. How important is a coach like on an NBA team? Because a lot of times you'll hear, I guess, generic basketball fans, it's in the players' hands. Like the players ain't performing.
It's
you played for some bad coaches. You played for some great coaches.
I played for some terrible coaches. I played for some great coaches too. I played for some coaches that had we had one or two other pieces, they would have been Hall of Fame, I mean, championship coaches. The team dynamic and the coach dynamic, like you need a good coach. Good coaches are hard to come by. What determines a good coach? You know what I mean? A lot of coaches, when they come into the business, they have established who they are, their style, what they're gonna do. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, coaches that our players must separate themselves from the players today in order to be okay coaching them.
I was going to say,
you know what I mean?
It seems like at times, like if there's a guy who used to play, they kind of
Mike Dunleavy, he played in the league, and all he would talk about in reference is when he played.
Which was like in the fucking 70s.
Who gives a fuck?
Right.
You're not. Like, you're a point guard. So, like, I used to always be like, yeah, when I play, I said, Coach, if you played in this era, bro, I swear to God, I elbow you in your face. I follow you to the locker room, elbow you again.
He wasn't a great coach.
He
was not that great of a coach. Mike Dunleavy.
He was tough. He was tough to get along. He
was his son ever on your guys' team?
No, I played with Mike. Okay. Mike Jr. Mike Jr. is dope. He was cool. I played with Mike Jr. in Golden State. He actually he was the person that they traded to Indiana for Stack and Al Harrington. But like,
such a crazy team.
It was a.
How much weed was getting passed around in that in those off season when you guys were like, had
we was together all the time.
Everybody,
it was up.
That had to be one of the highest teams in the NBA.
It was up. It was up.
You had Al Harrington, Steven Jackson.
Al didn't smoke, dude.
Well, he's got a weed.
He got a weed company now. Yeah. But it's all
Viola now.
Yeah, but he based that off his grandma.
And then Matt Barnes,
pothead.
Oh my goodness.
Steven Jackson, pothead. Me, I'm smoking. I'm a smoker. I'm not a pothead. I wouldn't say that. I'm a I smoke,
Right.
but I ain't no pot. You know, I guess now maybe shit.